Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon. So first of all, thank you so much, Dr. Lalit Gupta, for being here. I think this is the first security talks with Sejal. This is the first episode, and I'm so happy that Lalit sir is the first guest on this talk show, and I know he's equally excited or maybe more excited. So I would I would also like to thank all the participants who are here. I know it's a weekday, and I would like to thank you again for being here on this afternoon. I hope you all had your lunch. You are refreshed. Let's put a hello in the chat. Let's do that. I want to see how many of you are active because we are going to give out a one CP certificate after you attend the session. The link for that will be posted in the chat box later on towards the end, and we are going to have an amazing discussion. And before that, I just want to make sure that everyone is ready. This 1 hour is going to be very exciting. Lalit sir is an amazing professional from the industry. He has been helping our professionals, going on talking to a lot of people on a lot of platforms, and I'm so glad that he's one of the Cyberfrat Gold member, for whom actually we have started this series. One series, I think, is Business Talks with Bhairavi, where we focus more on the journey of the gold members and their experience, their background, and what they are doing in their current roles. But Security Talks with Sejal mainly focuses on the technical aspects, the technical knowledge and expertise our gold members hold, and how they can actually come up on this platform and share it with everyone from the audience. So all the guests in this series are going to be our gold members. More on that, I think Nisha can help you with the link. You can go on, look what is gold, explore what all is that, and you can get in touch with us anytime to understand what all it has to offer. So I would not take much of your time. As Nisha rightly introduced, Lalit sir, he is a group head IT of GRC and cybersecurity at Al Jihaz Holding. He leads global cybersecurity risk and compliance initiatives that drive resilience, innovation, and regulatory excellence across 64 subsidiaries. His mission is to fortify enterprise security, embed AI-driven automation, and align cybersecurity with business growth in an era of evolving digital threats. So I think, considering his profile, his expertise, experience, we have chose this topic: AI versus the human mind, the future of cybersecurity leadership. So, before we dive into the discussion, this episode and the previous one, Business Talks with Bhairavi, will come on YouTube for all of you to watch later. You can add it in your playlist to your watching list, and you can anytime watch this if at all you miss out on these sessions. So we will post the link to all those episodes in the WhatsApp group. I hope you're part of all the groups and all the channels of Cyberfrat. If not, please let us know. We will be happy to add you in the community. And now to start, I think Lalit sir, maybe now you can come up before we go into the questions and the pointers that we have for today. I would like to understand your experience in detail and how this topic and why this topic according to you.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank Nisha, Sejal, and the whole Cyberfrat team to bring me on the first episode of Talk with Sejal. I'm honored to be there in the first episode itself. Okay, my experience. Okay, I had been into information security, cybersecurity all my life. It's been 28, 29 years now. And the last 3, 4 years, because of my maturity in the field and understanding of the fundamentals, I have been tasked to automate a lot of things which we were doing manually in Excel sheets and all. So now I am automating everything. So my exposure to AI is like, I would say 3, 4 years, maximum 5 years, not more than that. Automation and all these things. So, but the way artificial intelligence is taking over things, everybody has these questions in mind. What will happen tomorrow? Last week, I was in one of the institutes here, SRM, in their hackathon as a chief guest. One kid asked me, "Sir, what do you think? Would AI take over humans?" So I counter asked them the same question. What do they think? And everybody was of the view, unless until we can control AI to a level, it is going to take over. So, and when Sejal connected with me for this topic, I was like, okay, this topic is something which I am living day in, day out. Let us talk about things. So interesting topic, something very near to my heart, and I'll be able to, I think, use a lot of examples, case studies, and stories from what I have been doing all my life for cybersecurity and AI now, AI automation. Over to
Okay.
you, Sejal.
Yeah, yeah, amazing one. I think Lalit sir, and I would also, like to understand why the word cyber doctor. If you can let us know that where it came, how
Okay.
it started,
Yes,
and yeah.
somebody asked me that question day before in another conference. My answer was because I can't do surgeries, so I'm a cyber doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. Jokes apart, I did my doctorate in information security, and there was a point of a time in my career when there were not many people who would do a PhD in information security. So for many years, I was the only one I could find, and I don't know who gave me that name, also cyber doctor, but somebody gave it to me, and it immediately clicked with me, and I said, okay, I'm the cyber doctor. Yes, I know how to deal with computers and hackers and the malwares and those kind of things. So that's where I am, cyber doctor.
So, thank you for sharing that story, Lalit sir. So, before we dive into AI versus human intelligence, let's start with something fun, okay? So, for the audience specifically, I want you to be active in the chat, okay? So, according to you, if AI were a superhero or a villain in cybersecurity, which one would it be and why? You can just put in the hero or the villain names in the chat box. According to you, is it a hero? Is it a villain? If a hero, which hero?
And what character, right?
So let's hear from the audience what are their thoughts. Okay, so Anu Gupta is saying it's a hero. Okay, what do others think? Hero for sure. Okay, let's debunk that. I think I'm not sure
Superman.
if sir is here to debunk that or if he's going to prove that AI is a hero. Let's wait for that discussion. Villain two. Okay,
Great.
hero and a villain. Okay, so maybe the audience is also not really sure, but yeah, most answers are that it's a hero.
Shaktiman.
According to you, which one is it? Or is it a hero or a villain?
Amit Jain said Shaktiman. Somebody said Ravan. I love that.
Yeah. So according to you, what is it, Lalit sir? Just maybe Shaktiman, good. Okay. There's a mixed opinion from the audience.
Any of these heroes, AI could be. But you know, I think AI is like Doctor Strange of Marvels.
Mm-hmm.
An incredible, powerful force which has vast potential, but if it is misused or goes unchecked, it can open dangerous portals. So Doctor Strange. So everybody who has seen those Marvel stories, so they know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm relating to. So
Okay.
AI gives us acute power for automation, predictive intelligence, and scale, but without human oversight, it can
Mhm.
lead to unintended consequences, just like when Doctor Strange messed up with the multiverse. Everything went haywire. He had full power to use. Nobody was there to check him. Yeah, he
Mhm.
failed. So if you keep it loose, unchecked, it can do beyond imagination things. So it can become a villain also in that sense. But it's a hero for me. Doctor Strange is a hero.
Okay, makes sense. So now let's come to the first segment. I would say how AI is in evolving role in cybersecurity leadership, which is mainly the topic of today's discussion. So as most of you know, AI is taking over security operations, detecting threats, responding in seconds, even predicting cyber attacks. So Lalit sir, is AI a game changer or just another buzzword, or what are your opinions?
It's definitely a game changer because I see the things changing in cybersecurity industry. I'm talking about cybersecurity because I'm into that field.
Correct.
AI is changing things everywhere, but in cybersecurity, it's a total game changer. Let me tell you a story.
Mhm.
Some years back, I was in Middle East. I was in Middle East for quite some time, a decade. There was this oil and gas industry, and they used to produce the electricity for the country also. So they had these huge oil wells and everything. They were using AI to detect anomalies in their oil wells, their OT systems, their IT systems, their SCADA systems, and all that. One night, what happened? Everything was looking normal. The logs were clean, the firewalls were intact, no alert. no trigger, nothing. But their AI powered threat hunting system picked up something very strange. They found out that at the unusual hours, the IT admins or IT troubleshooters, they were logging into the systems, and it seems like they were just running the routine diagnostic commands. Seems harmless. Everybody works late night, and all those checks are done in off hours. Nothing wrong in that. But what AI detected was every login session these IT admins were doing, they were lasting exactly 11 minutes and 38 seconds every single time. Now, that is not humanly possible for anybody to log in, log out with such precision of time. AI flagged this as a potential sleeper attack. Now, what is a sleeper attack? Sleeper attack is when a attacker or a hacker gets into your system and sit there quietly hidden and keep observing what's going on, waiting for that perfect moment to strike. When we did deeper investigation, we uncovered a nation state sponsored cyber attack. The attack had breached their SCADA system, the very system which is responsible or used for controlling oil pipelines, refineries, their pressure, all those things. They controlled that, and the plan was to trigger a explosion by manipulating the pressure levels in the oil wells. If AI would not have detected that pattern, the attackers could have caused a disaster much bigger than Stuxnet. If people know about Stuxnet, in Middle East, it created a havoc. It closed, grids of 3-4 countries in one go, and 4 of 6 Middle East countries were under dark for many hours. So it would have triggered a bigger attack or bigger catastrophic event than Stuxnet. Now, this was AI at its finest stage, what it can do and what it should do. Seeing what a human eye would have missed and catching an invisible enemy is the task of AI, I would say. So AI is not just a tool, it's a guardian watching over our digital world. So this is the way AI should be used. So they
Yeah, that is a wonderful story, I think, Lalit sir. So, of course, I mean, human eye missed that thing, but AI catched it. So, I think that is the biggest advantage, or that is how we can leverage AI wherever humans can, have some certain limitations or some miss outs. At that time, AI can come into the picture. But then the real question is, if AI can catch threats like these, where does the human leadership fit in this whole situation?
see that's the key. AI cannot replace leadership. At least as on date, we do not have the technology in place. But it amplifies the leadership. It amplifies the effect of that leadership. How AI can spot anomalies, predict threats, and automate the response. But it takes a human leader to make the judgment call. To click that button or not should be a decision of a human being. So to shut down operations, to escalate the national security teams, or to counteract silently, all this should be done by a human being. AI is the shield, but humans are the ones who decide when and how to strike back. So AI will not replace leadership, and it should not, but it helps.
Correct. But usually, when we say a leader or someone from the leadership, they are usually looked up as someone who is strategic in their decisions or in their opinions or how they manage or handle the teams or the situation. Can AI ever be as strategic as a human leader? Can we actually train AI to be that way?
Oh my God. Oh my God. See, AI can analyze patterns, right? But it cannot think. It cannot think like an adversary. That's where you need human mind. Human mind reigns supreme in that condition. Human mind would understand the intent, the deception, the psychological warfare. AI cannot. As on date, AI cannot. I don't know about future. Maybe 3, 4, 5 years down the line, we develop that human brain for AI. But today, we cannot. Attackers, they don't just exploit systems. They exploit human mind. They exploit people. That's something only human intelligence can counter. A human mind can be countered only via human intelligence. You cannot use a artificial brain for that. And we don't have artificial brain today. AI is a powerful weapon for sure, but without human strategy, it would just be a tool waiting for orders. You have an algorithm written, somebody needs to click that button for it to execute. So AI is like that.
Correct. No, I agree with that. A lot of discussions, or I see everywhere there are articles, there are LinkedIn posts, there are group discussions going on. If AI can actually replace or take away jobs, or will it actually will it actually create more jobs? So, let's hear what audience thinks in the chat. If we can, quickly see, will AI replace humans, or what do you think, audience? Karthikeyan is saying cut short. I think that is the truth. AI might cut down a lot of manual oriented jobs. Yes, replace entry level jobs. That is again a good point. It will surely create new jobs, create efficient jobs. That is again a good point. AI may complement human. Correct. I think as we are moving ahead in with time or within the industry, I think it's important for us to know how to use AI. Then the risk comes down. It will not replace you, but I think more and more people who can use AI along with their own skills can actually survive in the
Exactly.
industry. And I think that is what some people need to understand, that that fear, I think, which is around AI, that AI is replacing jobs or is taking away jobs. It might surely cut down the jobs, but I think the manual task or work anyways needs to be cut down. I think tools and technology is created for that alone, concept, to cut down the manual things and to automate a lot of things. So I think automation, AI will surely cut down jobs, but if you improvise, if you upskill yourself with time, I think Karan is saying AI plus human will work together and make system more efficient. That is a good point to
That's
uh,
exactly the same point we are talking about today.
correct, correct. So, next, if we move on to the human edge in ethics and strategy, if we talk about ethics, AI can be biased, right? Everyone, most of you use ChatGPT. You have tried your own tricks and methods to maybe fool ChatGPT or take out something that might not, you might not be sure what it can give. But of course, AI can be biased. It can be invasive and even dangerous, right? So, what's keeping cybersecurity leaders up at night when it comes to AI ethics? What are these points that are keeping them up?
Sejal, let me tell you a haunting story, that haunts me till today.
Mhm.
It was in year after Corona, 22 or maybe 23, one of the major hospitals in somewhere, I won't name the country, in ICU, there was this cardiologist exhausted after a 14 hours, 15 hours shift, rushed to her office because a patient, an 8-year-old girl, was in a critical condition. Her heart was failing and she was needing an emergency heart transplant. So every second counted in that uh, event. So once she was inside her cabin, she logged into the system trying to access the national donor database so she can get a heart which is matching to her and she can get it replaced. The moment she started logging in, she got an error message: access denied, unauthorized attempt detected. Red message popped out. Confused, she tried again. 3 tries, logged out. What happened was the hospital had installed a new AI powered cybersecurity system that detected suspicious behavior. At 2:13 a.m., a doctor logging into her uh, hospital system, it flagged as a attacker attacking it, and they closed it. They locked it.
Mm.
No human reviewed the decision, no emergency override, just an algorithm playing gatekeeper to a life or death situation. With
Mhm.
no way or access to the records, the transplant was delayed by hours. That little girl, she didn't make it. Again, I'm going back to my old point. AI without a human override can be dangerous.
Mhm.
Here, we need ethics. Here, we need some kind of human intervention. The final decision, the final button should be pressed by a human. So,
Mhm.
this event still haunts me. Technology is good, but it can go wrong also.
Mhm. No, that is actually a very horrifying story, and sad to know that that is how it happened. And of course, as you mentioned, technology alone cannot be. We cannot create that atmosphere or an environment where everything is looked after by the technology and there is no human intervention. I think especially in such sensitive industries or cases, we really need someone, a human, to be there at least at such times. So if this is happening, so how do cyber security leaders make sure that AI doesn't go rogue? I think we have watched a lot of movies where we have seen robots are taking over, or over the humans. The humans who are creating the robots, they are only themselves, going after the humans later on. So how do the leaders make sure that the AI doesn't act up in that way?
If you ask me, the best approach is we need human conscience for AI. AI
Mhm.
can flag, but a human must have the final say,
Mhm.
especially in high risk situation like I told you story about this hospital. A human must be involved in that kind of scenario. AI decisions cannot be a mystery. Why did AI do so? It cannot be a black box. AI must explain why it blocked that access so that next time we can rectify it. At least if we made a mistake this time as humans, next time we can rectify it. Third, I would say AI should be trained on diverse data, regularly tested to avoid hidden biases. You can train the AI to be biased. There are a lot of examples where the AI was biased by training, and the hackers trained the AI for that bias, and it
Mhm.
made deadly mistakes. So, at the end of the day, AI is a powerful assistant, I would say. Don't make it your boss. Ethical leadership, it can become a silent executioner of bad decisions.
Mhm.
Use it as an assistant only, a powerful one. That's all.
Correct. No, I think AI is, of course, this is more than cybersecurity. I think when we say AI, of course, today we are discussing how the leadership and everything can be, how it can be balanced and all that. But I think this is more about human lives. If we are, trusting technology with something like that, with human lives, trust and responsibility. So I think, of course, human intervention everywhere is required. And as you rightly said,
Exactly.
make it a powerful assistant rather than making it your boss. So,
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah. So, if we go into the balance, right, how we can balance AI with human intuition, because that story, I think, after that story, I think we all need to know how to prevent this nightmare from happening again. So, if we look at AI as an enabler, I think there are some opportunities and risks involved. So, AI, as you rightly said, is a powerful tool, but attackers also use it, right? As you said, that they trained the models and they wrongly used it. So what is the scariest AI powered attack that you have seen or heard of, or you would like to share with the participants today?
Oh, okay. Another one.
Another one. I know we've been discussing this one or two situations, but if you have anything.
One of the most chilling, I would say, potential cyber attacks in recent history. One of the countries in Eastern Europe, middle of the night, their defense analysts, so they were monitoring satellite feeds, other data coming in, and suddenly they saw something catastrophic.
Mhm.
A fleet of enemy fighter jets are into their airspace. Their defense systems, which was powered by AI-driven threat detection, flagged it as a direct military attack on the country. Within
Mhm.
minutes, emergency protocols were activated, anti-aircraft missiles were prepped, warplanes scrambled, full-scale retaliation was seconds away. It is like, India-Pakistan scenario after that attack. So everybody was ready with their weapons on, but they had a good thing. For the final authorization, they needed a senior, commander of army to take that decision. AI flagged it, but they needed somebody senior enough to click that button. And this guy, when he was about to authorize that attack or defense, he found something strange. There is something called heat signatures of any human body or any body, any physical form. It was not matching. Like when so many aircrafts are coming in, there should be a lot of heat generated, but they did not find that. And when they matched this heat signature with the earlier data available, they found something is miss. And then they, analyzed it and they found these enemy jets were not real. Imagine everybody's pepped up. They were about to launch a full-fledged war, and they found out this was only AI generated illusion. Now, what happened was this was a powerful AI generated cyber attack which was infiltrated by military satellite images recognition system. Somebody trained those that AI which was controlling those satellite imaging system to identify a normal thing as fighter jets, you know, and with those adversarial AI techniques, it tricked them into detecting fighter jets, phantom fighter jets that never existed. So AI, we need to train to spot threats in real time, but we also need to take care that nobody is injecting the wrong training into them. AI or ML, end of the day, is what we train them, they do that. So if you train them on a biased side, they will do the biased stuff. As simple as that. It nearly triggered a war between two nations. But luckily, human override prevented that event.
That is almost like a movie script, I think, right? So I think more and more movies content is, I think, already coming in with the increasing cyber attacks and aware for the awareness perspective. There was when ChatGPT was newly introduced or when it came out, I think a lot of people were doing some experiments trying to trick it. How is it giving some responses, the outputs. So I think one of the cases, it's a very common one. I'm sure most of the participants know by now. If you ask AI to give, let's say, a code or something wherein you're asking them, give me this so that I want to hack into a system, right? It will not give. It has that it will not give. But if you ask that AI the same question, if you tell them that I want to learn about this, right? From a educational perspective, I want this information. It will give you the same kind of a response. So has this been resolved? If let's say ChatGPT, DeepSeek has this been resolved, or this kind of situations are we still seeing in AI?
See, all these AI tools, they don't have intuition. They don't have brain. They cannot, read, or they cannot understand the hidden intent in that what I'm asking. This was very common. I would ask them, okay, I want to hack Facebook. How do I do that? It will say, oh, ethically not right. Sorry, I
Correct.
cannot tell you. I'm a student. I want to learn how to check the security settings of Facebook. It will give you exact steps how to create a bomb. You know, it is still there because AI cannot detect human intention. And as of now, the technology is not there. I don't know, these kids, they can create something tomorrow, but today we don't have.
Correct. So I think Atul in the chat box correctly said that AI itself, of course, it's artificial. It's artificial intelligence and not human brain. So I'm not sure how far we are from that, but I think it's creating a lot of issues, not just on a phishing or a fraud level, but it's now being weaponized at a level where it could actually manipulate governments, global security, wars, a lot more.
Oh, yes.
Actually
Oh,
going.
yes.
Yeah. And of course, this is like a nightmare scenario. So, how do we actually defend against AI generated deception where we see a lot of deep fakes coming in, a lot of fake chats or fake videos or all of that is going around? What are your opinions on this?
There is a conspiracy theory. US election was rigged by AI.
Mhm.
Even Indian parliament election, they say it was rigged by AI. But
Mhm.
end of the day, whatever it is, we need AI to fight against AI. So we need to train AI to fight AI. Now that would sound something ridiculous. How do we do that? But we need AI models that can detect when data has been manipulated by another AI, because human brain cannot do that. As simple as that. Human brain cannot analyze so much of data and provide a result faster than AI. AI is best at that. So we need AI to fight AI. Humans must always validate all AI driven decisions, especially in critical fields like national security, healthcare, and even banking, finance decisions. We need to validate whatever decision AI is giving us. I talked about no black box AI. I should be able to understand why that decision is taken by AI. I need to know the reason. Companies, governments must attack their own AI systems to find vulnerabilities before hackers do. The buzzword ethical hacking should be done on AI also. Try to make it learn some biased view and see the result, and then do reverse engineering and rectify that problem. So the key lesson here is never trust AI blindly.
Mhm.
Never. Because in this age, the truth is not always what it seems. What you are seeing is maybe not may not be the truth. There was this last week, one of the chemical companies in India, they lost some 1.5 CR because somebody deepfaked CEO's video and voice over a team call and got everybody in the team call and made them pay that amount to an attacker. So we need AI to fight AI for sure.
I'm not sure if that will resolve things or make it even more complicated because, as you know, now we are seeing a saturation of AI in the market. Everyone is somehow trying to add in AI to their products, their demo, their tools, and everywhere they are trying to. Now, I'm just trying to understand: is it actually required everywhere, or should it be only focused on where actually solve some issues, some real world issues, or is it just something that is hopped on just because it's a trend? So that is not clear again because a lot of people are talking about AI. A lot of people are adding that to their own products and all that. But I think we need to find a balance or somewhere a hard stop. I think wherein we understand where exactly AI is required and where it's not required. And as I think Srinath sir rightly said in the chat, unless people are taught to intervene, they will simply let AI take the decision and people will take a backseat. And I think that is when we actually start to go down.
Absolutely.
So leadership, I think,
Absolutely.
cannot be left to AI. We surely need human intervention.
And that's exactly why cybersecurity leaders of the future must understand AI, not just as a defense tool, but as a potential weapon also. You know,
Hmm.
if I don't understand AI, I will not be able to fight against AI. The battle is not just against hackers. It is against AI-powered deception, misinformation, and machine-generated chaos. So to fight against that chaos, I need to understand it first. So all cybersecurity leaders, according to me, must learn AI and what it can do and what we can do to safeguard ourselves from AI, both the sides.
Correct. That is an excellent, I think, input for the leaders who are upcoming in the cybersecurity industry, especially. And after all of that, we have discussed with the rise of AI, deepfake deception, cyber warfare, AI generated chaos, and what is the single most important lesson if you want to sum it up for the cybersecurity leaders in this new reality? Now that it's coming up AI everywhere, we have to realize and accept the fact that it's become a reality and it's not just a random news that you hear maybe on a monthly basis or yearly. It's very common and people are uh, getting tricked into that. So just a single this thing that you can give pass on to the leaders.
In this AI-driven world, the greatest cyber threats are not malwares, hackers, and not even rogue AI. It's human complacency. If my mind is trained to understand AI and AI deceptions, then only I can do it. The moment we start blindly trusting AI, we let our guardians become our masters and we lose. Cybersecurity is not just about protecting data, it is about protecting reality. You know, when they can create a warfare, uh, this is a very unrealistic situation, but it happens. It happened. In a world where AI can fake a voice, a video, or manipulate what we see and believe, we must become the last line of defense. So here is my final message. Question everything, verify before trust, and never ever let AI replace the one thing it can't replicate: human intention, human intuition. The day AI starts understanding human intuition, let us find out another planet and go there. Then we cannot be there.
That is easier than going back and fixing things over here. Yeah, so I think I see a question in the chat. Let's take the questions in the end. I'll just take 7 minutes more of Lalit sir, and then I think he can give his time to you in the chat. So, Lalit sir, any laws or any regulations, any governance that is happening now that AI is coming up? Anything that you would like to share on that part?
See, all governments are working towards creating governance models for AI. Even in India, we are doing that. But again, they are all frameworks. We need to fit them into, exact usage of AI. This battle is just beginning. What we need to do is we need to stay sharp, stay skeptical, question everything. That is very important. We have been talking about that in cybersecurity. Question everything. Anything that is too good is not true.
Zero trust. Yeah.
Okay, that's the technical term, but
Yeah.
we said verify and then trust, right?
Correct.
And always remember, in the war between AI and the human mind, only those who think beyond the algorithm will survive. So
Correct.
algorithm is there, algorithm will remain, but we need to think beyond that. Then only we will be able to survive. AI is a good tool, but let us use it as a tool only. That's my final message.
Correct. Yeah. So I think great points, great case studies, real life examples and attacks that Lalit sir shared with us. So I think one message in the chat from Atul: ISO 42001 2023 standard is there as a guideline for auditing AI. So I hope more and more rules, regulations, laws come in on this part. Now I think we can open the forum for some questions. I think one question was from Mr. Prasenjit Biswas. If one has to start learning AI in cybersecurity, what is your recommendation?
The question is AI in cybersecurity.
Correct, correct.
Okay. So for that, first we need to understand cybersecurity and then AI. And then we'll join both the things and we would know only AI. If somebody wants to learn, then there are a lot of things you can do. You can learn Python and machine learning and all those things, and you can get into that field. But AI in cybersecurity today we are using for detection, for helping the decision makers to take faster decisions. So all that aspect, if you want to understand, you need to learn cybersecurity first.
Mhm. Okay. And I think just as a side note, we are also doing a training in Cyberfrat, 2 days training on AI in cybersecurity. I think, Prasanjit, I'm not sure if you have looked it up. Just look it up if you think that that is something that you are looking for. We have that on the weekend in March 22nd and 23rd March. The training is aligned. Mr. Gaurav Batra, he will be taking the training, a 2 days training, 12 hours, and some hands-on activities, some labs are also there. So maybe you can start with that and then figure out how to navigate later on.
Angel, one
Uh,
suggestion here. If you can share these list of training with the participants, I'm sure a lot of them would be looking forward for these kind of trainings. And
mhm.
that's not the only training Cyberfrat does, as I know. So let us
Yeah.
share the list with them. Anybody who would need any kind of training, they can get in touch with you guys.
Yeah, sure. Now I think for this AI one, of course, we have that one CISSP is going on, but you can always visit cyberfrat.com to look at the upcoming trainings. We try to build a lot of content, the hot trending content like AI, at our platform, and it is at a very nominal cost. So please leverage that, and all the trainings are live, recordings are there, and so yeah, that is one thing. Rajat is asking, AI training is free for gold members. For gold members, it is at 999. Almost free, I would say, but not completely free. We just want to make sure that whatever registrations we are getting, they will actually come and attend, and we want that seriousness from the people. That is why we've kept a nominal cost.
Atul, I never said Indian elections were rigged. I said this is a conspiracy theory, right?
Yeah, I think we missed it. If Indian elections are not rigged. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
of
they
course,
were
it's a
not, for
conspiracy.
sure.
Now, every people just try to relate everything and anything with AI and how it can be done and all that. So, yeah, that was it. Any questions, or Lalit sir, would you like to add any points, anything that we have missed out, or the forum is now open for 5 minutes for the questions? Karan has a question. Is it safe to use ChatGPT for personal use? What cyber hygiene we should take care while using ChatGPT for personal use?
See, now this question has started coming after DeepSeek. Before that, we never asked those questions about any of the Gen AI tools. Till the time you are not inputting your private information, confidential information in ChatGPT and asking questions, it should be fine. So I
Mhm.
should not go around and say, okay, my date of birth is XYZ. What should I do? So don't put your date of birth there because we don't know where all these Gen AI tools are using or sharing our data. The
Mhm.
model which on which they all work is they learn from me and give you the GAN. They learn from you and give me the GAN. So whatever we are inputting as a prompt, they are using it to help somebody else. So don't share your any personal private information. You should be good. And that is true for all the Gen AI tools.
Correct. I think I think recently one command or something a lot of people were trying on ChatGPT was that based you can just give a command to ChatGPT by saying that until now whatever you know of me, if you can draw a sketch or a photo of me, like sort of like a representation, how would it look? So people are actually going on and looking, what does ChatGPT think the person would now look like. So a lot of
E-
photos are of the
Eco
people
surfing.
sitting in the office, working, whatever
Eco surfing.
history
Yeah.
it takes captures. So basically, it is storing all the data. Of course, you use it for official purpose, for some help, for some content purpose, all of that. But it actually stores that history, and later on, it uses against you maybe, or we are not sure. Now, anyways, with all the ads and everything coming in, whatever the algorithms are now, they are turning based on your own search history, even if you think about things, even if you talk about things that comes on your screen. So now I think it's high time that we limit ourselves from oversharing, especially on platforms like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, where we are damn sure that it is storing that data, and it will pass that data to someone else, as Lalit sir said.
Hafiz has a question, a very interesting one.
Yeah. Which one?
Hafiz said, "Sir, what is your thought on how powerful AI will become with the development of quantum computing?"
Hmm.
Hafiz, quantum computing is a black hole as of now for us. We are just anticipating what will happen after quantum computing. The first thing that will happen is our encryption keys are gone, right? Everything will be in loose in open. But again, as I said, we need AI to fight with AI. We need quantum computing to fight with AI. We need AI to fight with quantum computing speeds. We can use the speed given by quantum computing to learn and defend against AI, or to take advantage of AI in far better way. So again, it's a two-sided sword. So this is how we use it. Nuclear energy can do both destruction and construction. So the way you use it, it depends upon that. So quantum computing, or any technology for that matter, is developed for good. Now, how we use it as a human being, that is a separate story.
Correct. I think there is a new movie or a series on Netflix, which is Control. I think Jaideep has suggested we watch that. I think it's still there on Netflix. You can look it up. I think that movie or that content especially focuses on such topics where data leakage or such things are happening very frequently, especially with the young people who are just following the trend, using all these
Correct.
tools, technologies without being aware about the cyber hygiene practices. So Karan, I think you should maybe try to watch that if you haven't already. And Vishal, it's Control, CTRL, Control on Netflix. So that is something that you can watch. It's a very recent one. So yeah. So I think Lalit, so there are a couple more questions in the chat. If you are aware and if you can take any of those questions, please feel free to. I think something on agentic AI is there in the chat. The
Can you read the
immediate
question?
challenge. What is the immediate challenge you foresee with the launch of agentic AI and system?
See, again, all of them, they are talking about the same thing, how AI can assist us. I'll go back to my earlier statement. AI, use it as a powerful assistant, right?
Mhm.
Don't let it become your master. The day it happens, then we are doomed. So even agentic AI is there to assist us, to help us in certain aspects of personal life or business life. And that's all. I see it like that only.
Hmm. Correct. I think a lot of people are curious about the AI related queries. Any such resources or channel, Lalit, sir, that you know of? Of course, you can always stay connected with us. We keep posting a lot of content for your upskilling and for your awareness. But anything else than this, Lalit, sir, any books or any movies or any platforms that you know of that people can follow?
I follow the feeds which I get through LinkedIn, and
Mm.
there are a lot of people who post very good insights about all these topics, including AI. So, what
Mm.
I would say, keep your eyes and ears open. Anything you find interesting, read it, understand it, and apply it.
Correct. I think that was a good way to sum up the whole session. And I think being aware, being vigilant, and not letting AI take over, I think that is in our hands. It is up to us how much control we give AI. And I think, according to me, I don't think it can actually replace the human mind. Maybe humans in
Absolutely.
some specific areas, but not the human mind, not the
See,
intelligence, not the
what
intentions.
will replace is a human knowing AI would replace me. But
Correct.
no, AI, I don't see foresee for near like next 2 3 years AI replacing the human mind. No, I don't see that as of now.
Mhm. Let's hope that we are true, we are correct. And so yeah, I think that was all from our side. As mentioned in the beginning of the session, we will be posting the link to the form where you can fill it up and immediately get the certificate for spending 1 hour learning new things. I hope you learn new things. So for that, you will get a 1 piece certificate. And with that, I think there are no more questions. Yes, Atul, ultimately human brain is superior, right? Let's hope AI doesn't replace that.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Srinath sir. So that was it from my side. And Lalit sir, anything that you would like to add in the end?
Just keep your eyes and ears open and don't let AI take over your human mind. That's all.
Correct. Don't let it hypnotize or control you.